Hello, my sexy muffins, and I am here with another video. And yes, you all asked for this. You all asked for Bob Velseb. We'll just call him Bob from Spooky Month. You have asked for him, and now he is here. He is here, and we are going to do him because you all asked for him. So this is what we're going to do. Yes. So let's do this. And where are my notes? There we go. I got his traits up, and we might do a scenario after the traits. So let's do the traits first. At the very least, okay, they're a bit longer than the usual traits. Disclaimer. Disclaimer to our knowledge, Bob is not Yandere in canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and fictional Yanderes and fictional serial killers is fine as long as you separate fiction from reality. And do not be gross or illegal about it. Yanderes and people like Bob are not ideal partners to have in real life, no matter if they are if or if not they are as sexy as Bob. If or if not they're as sexy as Bob, it doesn't matter. If they're like Bob, they're not ideal partners to have, sadly. We do not live in the best society. That is a joke. Okay, let's do this. Bob is a southern man who is also a cannibal. He has a charm to him when you are not in his sights and not a future meal of his. Though there is one person that has caught his hunger for something else. The adult fun time stuff hunger. That is you. You, the charming person who has stolen Bob's heart. You are his darling, his sugar, his sweetie pie. You are his everything, and he needs to have you. No matter what, you are his. There we go. That should do better. And he needs to have you. If he were to have met you before prison, he would have... One sec. Sorry, this is the first video I'm recording since I got diagnosed with COVID again. Yes, my test came positive, so I am quarantined, so I thought I'd do some recordings. This is the first recording I'm doing that I have the energy to do, so yeah, let's do this. Everything he needs, have you, yada yada. If he had met you before prison, he would have done his best to hire you at his grilling boys. Though that way he could have you work by his side every single day, and he would be able to keep an eye on you. He would try his dang hardest to court you and make you his. Being very charming, but man, does this lovable and charming man have a dark side. He is once again a cannibal, which means he eats people. He would also be most likely to feed people to you. Most likely your rivals and people who have hurt you or wanted to hurt you. One sec, I lost my place. Yeah, I went way. My mouse jumped like everywhere. Not to no, we still gotta go up. There we go, too far. Okay. Being very charming and a dark side, yes. He once again would be the... We read that. Okay, why did it have to go past the part I was at? Frick-a-duck. Not to mention he is a sadist. Though he does not... Though he does not hurt you to just hurt you. No, that was not the part. There we are. He would most likely feed you people and most likely rivals and people who have hurt you. Not to mention he is a sadist, though he does not hurt you to just hurt you. He does get rough, though, and does some kinky-ass shite in the bedroom, so that maybe seem a bit more sadistic, such as knives, rope, fire, and more. I will leave that to your imagination. He is a man who likes it a bit rougher and loves it when you challenge him back. Though he knows he will always win when he fights you, in those regards at least. Does have a soft spot for you where he will not kill you, but he is going to at least have a taste. You better not run because your leg may just be gone in your next meal. If you have meaty thighs, they would be filled with love bites from Bob. Okay, jumped again. 1 sec. There we go. All in all, he has courted and seduced you. He would plan a romantic homemade dinner of human heart roast and roasted human heart, and wine with a little extra something. We all know what that extra something is. The sleep drugs. He would confess to you, encouraging you to eat and drink the wine before confessing to you all the way. When that little something special finally took its course, the sleep drugs took its course. He would confess to you. It did not matter if you said yes to him or not. Either way, you will be out like a light, and he will have taken you to his home where he will never let you go. Again, if you had run or will run, you are going to be losing a leg and being fed it as a lesson for running away from him. He has a temper, though, so if you keep denying him his feelings, he may just lash out at you and teach you a lesson. He also would take his anger out on rivals a lot, such as slaughtering them and making them into a snack. He wanted to give you, no, there, I read it wrong. They wanted to give you their love. Well, now you can eat their hearts. This is all if you met him before he went to prison. Now, if you met after he escaped from prison, you are even more screwed by the pooch. Bob was on a mission of revenge, but instead he found you, and oh, did he never want someone more. You look so stunning and tasty. He is a man on the lam and has nothing to lose. And you are his darling, and he will have you. If you have a partner, they are dead. If you have friends, they are murdered. If you have if you are with anyone else at all, they are bye-bye. He would get you alone and starts with stalking and isolating you all the time, being a stalking and isolator, either before prison or after. That is right. Bob is the stalker Yandere type. He can play the long game for sure before or after prison. He is very patient. In this time frame, he would not court you though. Nope, he is going to kidnap you and declare you his. He confesses to you, telling you you are his and that you have to accept it or lose a finger or two. This would be after he kidnapped you, because he is just going to kidnap you to make you his. He has lost everything and has nothing left to lose. He loves to see your fear as well, before or after prison as well. He would have a thing during the adult fun time to be called Big Daddy. That is my own little personal headcanon, and nothing on this earth can change my mind. He also loves sweets, so that will be fun to do with you in adult fun way too. You are his sweet little sugar, his darling, and he is never going to let you go. Also, he has a large hunger for adult fun time. Hint, hint, if you know what I mean. And you are his darling. So, yeah, you better be ready to sate that hunger for adult fun time. Last note, he would be the type to snap and go on a killing spree with his rivals, and anyone in his way will be gone for good. Yeah, you are pretty much out of luck, Chuck. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. And I might do a scenario later on. This is just going to be the headcanons. I'm probably going to edit it if I think while I'm in editing to do a scenarios. There might be a scenarios after this. So if this video is like over 5 minutes longer than this point, yeah, I probably did one. Maybe. Or I did a really long outro. It depends. Just stay tuned. Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be doing, what is it called? Oh, yes, the scenario, because I just finished editing the main part of the, Bob traits for Bob Velseb from Velseb, 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 Bob Velseb from Spooky Month, and we are going to be doing his scenario now because I thought, why not do a scenario and make it a little bit longer? And after I edit out all the blank spaces, it's probably going to even out. So, yeah, we are going to be doing his scenario. So, yeah, let's do this. And it's a free speak scenario with no notes. So, please enjoy. And, yeah, let's do this. So, you worked at the diner under Bob. He was the butcher and the owner. You worked the restaurant was Boys and Grills. You probably thought it was an odd name, but you weren't the owner and you were still getting paid, so it wasn't a big deal. You and Bob got close together, and one evening he decided to invite you to dinner. You see, Bob was obsessed with you. He specifically hired you because he was in love with you and needed you. And now he was going to finally make his move after months of courting you. You were unaware that he was making this move and thought he was just a good friend and boss, not really wanting to blur the lines between employee and boss. So he invited you. Hey, darling, he says, looking at you as you were wiping down the table. Yeah? I want to invite you for dinner tonight here at the restaurant, he says to you. You looked at him a bit confused. Why would you have dinner at the restaurant when you did not get to finish your thoughts as he pressed. Darling, it'll be great. Trust me. Don't worry about it. I got a special meal for you all planned out. He says, why do I keep doing the accent? Oh, well, we're just going to go with it. You smiled and nodded, not wanting to be rude to your boss and turn him down, so what could one meal do to hurt? Of course, I would really like that, you say to him. He smiles and lets you get back to work. You continue work unaware of the man watching you for the whole rest of your shift, as he always does. Any free chance he gets, he's always watching you. Even when you are outside of work, he's watching you and stalking you. He calls it making sure you are getting home safely, but we all know it's something else. Finally, your shift ends. You were on the closing, so you stayed with Bob and helped clean up the tables. When you go to put away a few things, you come out to a candlelit dinner. Oh. You realize this was not just an ordinary dinner, but a date. Bob even wore a nice tie. You feel bad now because you didn't exactly feel the same way he does. Yes, he was very attractive for his large build, but you didn't want to disrupt employee and boss dynamics and make your coworkers think you're getting special treatment from Bob. They already think you do, but if you were confirmed to be dating him, that would be a whole nother issue. He puts down 2 mini roast, which looked very good and smelled delicious. Their hearts. You did not know that, though, and he poured some wine. You wondered where he got the wine, but you weren't one to complain about free booze and a free meal, especially one that smelled and looked so good. He encourages you to eat and watches you. You realize he's not eating as he watches you, drooling a bit. Maybe he was really proud of his cooking this roast. It's not something he usually cooks at the grill, but was it so dang good. You continue to eat it, and he continues to watch you. The drool becoming more, and he has to wipe it away. So, do you like the meat, darling? You swallow the piece of meat in your mouth and nod your head. It's delicious, Bob, you tell him. He smiles at that and continues to watch you eat and drink the wine, to encourage you to drink more wine, saying it is paired well with the roast. You had to admit it was, but as the more you drink, the more tired you got. Maybe it was just the long day of shift. No, it was something else. Bob had put something into your wine, and you were starting to feel it. You look at him with drooping eyes as he begins to speak. You can hardly hear him, and it sounds muffled. Well, darling, I always had these feelings for you, and I finally was able to confess them. But I've made sure that even if you are not feeling it yet as I am, I'm going to make you love me regardless. So just relax. Huh? You ask, your eyes drooping more, and you try to stand up, but you end up falling down, gripping the table and pulling the cloth with you as plates shatter on the floor, and Bob walks over, towering over you. You look up at him from the floor. Bob, what the... You grab your head, is starting to have a small headache, and not wanting to... The lights were far too bright. Everything drifted to black, and all you could see was an unnerving smile from Bob standing over you, love in his eyes, and obsession to boot. You feel him pick you up, and you were aware of the world around you, but you were not able to awake fully. Slowly you drift off, hearing him hum a happy tune. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. This is the actual ending. I tricked you with a false ending. So this is the actual ending, and I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see maybe a part 2, tell me, or if you want to see how he hired you before this, comment it below. And if you would like to see anything else of Bob, comment it below and I will see if I do it, because Bob, I have, is my new obsession at this very moment of recording. And I hope that you all enjoyed. And stay sexy, all my suckers and muffins. Oh yes, there also will be a playlist at the end for you to check out the playlist of stuff. And there will be suggested videos for you to check out what you would like. I'll probably have one that fits you, or one that fits this thing, or something like it. I don't know who I'm going to pair with this. Maybe William Afton. He fits Bob's character, kind of. Yeah, probably. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye!